I'm down to my last few caterpillars in my tents outside, raising them on living milkweed. You see, I've only got a few bags left. A few caterpillars inside each. You can see I just twist tie them here at the bottom with a soft tie that I got from a garden center. The stake is also just a green garden stake. And the basket I get from just a dollar store, the wire basket. And the net covering is a nylon paint strainer bag. I get those on Amazon. Just get a big bulk pack, they're not very expensive. And so I make sure the milkweed doesn't have any predators on it before I put a bag over the top. I clean my eggs for oviparasite, which I learned from Mr. Lund, the science guy. He does a lot of monarch rearing videos. You can learn how to clean and test your monarchs for oviparasite. But otherwise, if you're not doing that, you can just find a living caterpillar, make sure that there's or egg. Make sure there is no predators on the milkweed. I also suggest wiping off as many aphids as you can and then putting the bag over the top. And you will eventually have big caterpillars staying in them, growing up inside here. And as these guys, you can see him right there eating. As they get bigger, you'll start catching frass down here in the bottom. All you have to do is undo the twist tie, open this up, and the frass will just fall to the ground. Free fertilizer for your plants. And nothing you have to throw away, at least. My only beware is icky earwigs do like to hide in these folds, wherever they can kind of just like find a little hot spot to hide. So you just have to untwist, and I use a little twist tie as I'm cleaning out the frass. I just knock off the earwigs with the twist tie so I don't have to touch them. But that's my only icky on this. Other than that, it's a pretty nice system. And let me show you the results. You can see that I've raised quite a few. Oh, your milkweed does get, you know, used. You can see that a lot of these have had caterpillars on them. I'm going to take you up and show you. There's these posts of all the ones I've taken down. And then I bring them up and I use my old tents that I used when I reared them the old-fashioned way. And you can see I have about 16 to release today. So I would say this method works pretty well. I highly recommend it. I feel like the milkweed you get with these living milkweed plants is just about as healthy as you could get. The only thing you do need to watch out for is aphids. So definitely check your milkweed if it's getting too full of aphids. I would just say take your caterpillars off this plant and move them to another plant, boom, that doesn't have aphids, and bag them again. And you can just start on a new plant and let those aphids get cleaned off by the natural predators that will come and eat them. So I hope everyone has fun raising monarchs, and maybe you will have a chance to use my method. You don't mind having, you know, used milkweed, but you know, what else is it there for? So happy raising monarchs, everyone. I'll be saying goodbye to all of these babies today. And as you can see, there's more to come. And I do bring them inside when they hit these baskets here. You can see I've got some other crystals here. A lot of them form right at the top of the basket. But some do form on the plant or elsewhere. You just pull them down, pull off the whole leaf, and I just clip it up. So either way, you get big, beautiful monarchs. Bye, everybody.